I'm not feeling free today. Are you? Press like. Um, yeah, in my own mind, with work, with how things are set up, does not feel free. That's why I'm doing it today. That's why I'm setting it up today. There's a little silly excuse thing to talk about this at least a little bit before I go more in depth later. But yeah, forced to work. Technically, right, you don't have to work, but I'm talking about the United States. But forced to work in order to get housing or transportation or food or have children and things. See, to me, it's like everyday necessity is like what I listed, maybe a couple other things. Communication, maybe. These things should just be free. There's so much money that moves around. There's like an insane amount of wealthy people. It doesn't really matter. I'm not trying to go into that right now. But yeah, communication and transportation and housing and food and happiness in general, that type of stuff should be free. Like when I'm forced to go to work, it's crazy that it's set up essentially the entire week where you have to work, and you might have a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, right? But you're still like, they still probably have somewhere and they'd be like, oh yeah, you have to work once a month on the weekend, or you have to be on call every 2 weeks on the weekend, or you have to, like, if you work on the weekend, you get this thing. It's not like they close down. It could easily be set up where people work for 2 days a week, and then the rest of their time is just at home to spend with their friends or family, their pets, go travel, go be a human being. I couldn't even finish the word human being because my brain's like, are you even a human when you can't function like one? That's why my voice cracked. Just ridiculous. I'm gonna spend some time with my buddy. Made sure my family is doing well. Make sure Thunder and Lightning are doing well. Gotta set myself up. But yeah, it's like also not free in my own mind. Like, think about it with the trichotillomania, like pulling on my beard. It doesn't feel like my choice. Or people that have, like, I just like every food pretty much, aside from maybe a handful of fruits. Like, for example, is it my fault that I don't like an apple? No, that's my mind is just like deciding that based on the chemical structure of my body or whatever it goes into that. I'm not deciding it, I just decide that I like pomegranates and I don't like apples. No, so it doesn't feel very free either. Or like you get in a car accident and you're driving like a normal person. Is that really free, what's happening to you? We could go into a whole thing about, like, is free will even a thing, based on some of these type of elements I've been talking about. But yeah, when you feel like you need to lock the door or check it or flip the light switches, or like people with OCD type things, is that freedom? Or like the United States, is it actually free? Oh, you have freedom of speech, okay. But like, when the country's supposed to be built on things set up, it's supposed to be built on things set up to be able to make it to where people can have a functional life, whether they're from a different country or live here or whatever it is. It is not normal here. It's not normal for me to spend $75 for 4 days of food. I could actually get out a receipt and show you. Sometimes it's more than that, sometimes less than that. It's not normal if I'm like having yogurt, cottage cheese, milk, ice cream, a bunch of vegetables and some fruits, 4 days worth, and it's like over $100. That's not okay. That's not possible for people to live that way. You get like phone and internet plans that are ridiculously priced. you have to, like, your body requires some different types of nutrients. Not everybody's the same, but I have to take some, like, certain supplements and things. It's just like, yeah, you technically have the freedom to not work, but pretty much everything functions on people having work and money and transportation and communication. Like, you don't have a vehicle or a phone, you're already extremely held back. You're and you can still function, like go to the library and you use things like that, so that's cool. I just get lost in my own mind sometimes, shackled in here, wanting to just be myself and just live and experience the things around me, not spend my daylight or my night darkness like working for hours upon hours. I'll have to go into another video. I always do this thing where I say I'm gonna do another video on it. I'll have to do this, go into detail about like what I spend and what I do to show like how ridiculous this system is for somebody that's so extremely minimal even. But I don't know what else to talk about. Free or not? I don't know. I do know we're not free at all. Not the slightest bit.